Alright, taking a little break. The clouds have finally lifted. Been hiking in fog for a little while. Hoping to get in between Unicoi. Not really sure how that one's pronounced. Hope to ask somebody that lives around here. And Hogpen Gap. There's a stream on Gut Hooks 7 miles in. And hike back, so it'll be a 14-mile day. Probably go to the truck and head into Helen, probably, and sleep in a parking lot and get a room in the morning. That way we can have the hotel all day and into the next day some, and go ahead and get some videos uploaded and a little editing done. A little tip from the trail. Something's bugging you and hurting, or feeling warm, hot spots in your shoes, soreness somewhere. Go ahead and stop for a second, a minute, or whatever. Figure out why it's hurting, if there's something you can do about it. Just having to get a little bit of pain in the top of my foot. Wasn't sure if it was just stressed or not, but went ahead and stopped, check it out, and just loosen the laces, and it feels way better. But I almost continued to hike on before doing that, but I'm glad I stopped, because it could lead to soreness and pain, maybe even injuries. And yesterday I had to stop a few times because my heels were bothering me. Feeling great today. But I think if I just tried to muscle on through it, I don't think they'd feel so well, because I've had heel pains before in the past from hiking too much. Anyhow, hope it's helpful. All these tips are tips I picked up from somebody else or watching YouTube. So anyhow, you probably heard them before. Bye. That I think I'm taking a little side trip up to Brasstown Bald. There's a trail that goes over there, and I'm hoping there's a road that goes up there, but either way I want to go up to it. It's a big observatory that I've been seeing a little bit. I couldn't get any pictures of, but yeah, it's the highest point in Georgia, the highest mountain in Georgia. Somebody had asked me that a little while ago what the highest point was, and I just knew Blood Mountain was the highest peak in Georgia on AT. I'm still not sure that's 100% correct, but I think it is. I've heard it enough times. But anyhow, moving on down the trail, and look forward to going to Brasstown Bald if everything works out and my truck doesn't die. Bye. Alright, so yesterday was a 12-mile day. I was planning on doing 4.5 more. I was going to try to catch up with a few of the hikers that were staying at the hostel. They are hiking to Dix Creek, and but yeah, probably pushed it too hard and too quick yesterday. So I kind of got burnt out before I got to where they were staying at. But hopefully they're having a good hike and finish up well, and maybe I'll see some more people. Seen a runner today, and astronomy buff yesterday and this morning. He had hiked up and camped out to observe the stars, and that's been it so far today. But I plan on getting in between Hogpen Gap and Blue Mountain, which which is 7 miles. It'll end up being a 14-mile day. Then sorry about that. Then I will probably drive down to Helen and sleep in a parking lot until I can check into a hotel and take advantage of a full stay there, and come back and do back to that spring, go up and over Blue Mountain and back down into Unicoi or Unicoi, however it's said. Hopefully I can find somebody from around here and let me know how it's pronounced. But anyhow, sure I got more to say. Oh yeah, so I hope to upload a whole bunch of videos and have them scheduled out and be able to keep them coming every 3 days. If I get more piled up and get into towns, I'll try to release them more often. But that's the plan for now. Yeah, guys, I'll see you later. Hey, a little tip. I've had to use this a couple of times in 2016 when it was so dry, but if you're having problems finding water, try to look down these little ravine and valley areas. It's not going to be as easy when spring comes, but in winter and fall when everything's brown, this is a kind of a big one and easy to see. There'll be brown. You'll see the difference in leaf color, especially if it hadn't rained for a couple of days where the other leaves have dried out. And it may only just look like one little round spot, but you can go down there and sometimes it's actually flowing water and there's just so many leaves you can't get to. But anyhow, there's a little puddle there. Hope it's helpful. Bye. Side note, they're probably not going to be easy to get to and get back up from, but if you're needing water, you got to do what you got to do. So thanks. I didn't realize I hiked over Poor Mountain. I was going to shoot a video, but I hiked over it and now I'm almost on Sheeprock, I think is the name of it. But anyhow, I was enjoying this like ridge line here that we're walking on. It's a pretty nice trail, and then views a little hard for you guys to see through the trees, but it's happening. There aren't many. Oops, I'm on Zoom. There aren't many, but they do exist, and that would be fairly level land and nice path to walk on. And now we're on Sheeprock Mountain. It's pretty wooded. It was a little further away than what I mentioned, than what I thought it was when I recorded the last little segment. It was still like a 1.7 miles, but here's the real one. What do I do when I hike? Well, mostly I listen to the wind blow, like right now. I just listen to the sounds around me and do a lot of thinking. Occasionally I listen to music if I'm getting a little tired or whatever, or get close to the end of the day, drained, I'll hop on some music. I got a lot of music to listen to, so, but and now I talk to pieces of plastic, to imaginary people on the other side. So I guess I'm still talking to myself and thinking to myself, but now I'm recording it to share my craziness. So anyhow, it's basically what I do, you know, try to soak in the views and enjoy being out here. I don't mind being alone. Helps me sort out my thoughts and I feel like I'm doing the right thing, and where I can change or not. So one of the thoughts that I was having today is, when I was younger I used to keep a journal, and I left home when I was a teenager and went traveling across the country, and or tried to, didn't make it as far, but had some great adventures. So I thought about maybe writing a book, but I was thinking about all my memories as far back as I could go, and I was thinking about journaling that and maybe starting a separate playlist or channel. Of course, some of the facts may be wrong, and it'll just be the way I can remember it in my mind. Sometimes I think memories come out of just stories that I've heard told about me, and I'm able to picture myself there. But either way, most of it is stuff I do remember, and hopefully it won't be too fabricated. There may be some censored and I don't know what it's called, but there may be some that I might not add. Alright, thanks. Just really like that little outcropping of rocks down there with the pine trees and hardwoods below it. Starting to chill it down. Saying 33 tonight, and then 224 is the next 2 nights. So tonight I'll be in tomorrow night I'll be in a hotel, so I'll just have to deal with the 124. But the first night it's supposed to be really windy, over 20 mile an hour winds, I think is what it said, and there might have been gusts, but the next night it'll be a little less, 10 mile an hour winds, so it'd be good to miss some of that. I'm sure there's plenty more ahead for me on the trail. Walk down to Low Gap Shelter and grab some water and a little snack, and then I got a couple more miles I want to go into a water source, and that'd be a good turnaround point. That's 7 miles from where I was, and head on back. Certainly need to be careful where you camp. There's a lot of blowdown and breakage. I'm not sure how to get to the shelter. Oh, there it is. I think that was the path, but it's covered up. Holy cow, look at all that. I think the last time I was here, I camped right. I wasn't right over in. Nope, I wouldn't have been squished. Yeah, some big trees. It might even, no, it looks like somebody's cut some branches off. But I don't know. Not sure when those would have come down. Here's the site of Low Gap Shelter. Fire pit, picnic table, a stream running right on around, some little falls over there. Just kind of circling around. There's a privy up the hill. There's the sign, a little path. It's back in the woods there a bit. And of course, the shelter. Go sign the book. Kind of wished I had a gimbal. Jar. Arms not that great. There is some stabilization in the software. But maybe later on I'll add one to the pack. Some lightweight ones out there. I don't know. They're not that light with batteries and the hassle. Yeah, that's right. I want money and support. Not for me. Not in my name. I want you to think of a charity or a good cause, even just somebody you know, and go ahead and help them out a little bit. Whether it's with some money or just some of your time and companionship. I was thinking about joining a charity for some group. I hadn't decided. Most likely something with the military and people dealing with PTSD and suicides, most likely related from that problem. But think of something that's special and dear to you, something you enjoy that you can share with somebody less fortunate, or even more fortunate, just doesn't know what they're missing. Hey buddy, spare some change for a frontal lobotomy? I mean, a bottle in front of me?